up and turn me round. I come home, she lifted up her wings. I guess that this must be the place. This must be the place to talk about a song by Talking Heads from the 1983 album Speaking in Tongues. This is going to be a tutorial on figuring out how you, gentle listener, are going to play this special song. And I have to say, it is flat out a special song. From the very first time I heard it, I knew that. And then talking with other people I knew that had the album, they were like, oh, but then there's that song, that special song. They were speaking of This Must Be the Place, the last song on side 2. I really think that everybody who is drawn to want to learn how to play this song for themselves on their instrument should be considered our special brothers and sisters. It's parenthetically entitled Naive Melody, and it is pretty simple in concept, but man, it's frustratingly difficult to perform well. So there are some pitfalls and some problems in this song. So I'd like to give you some advice on how to overcome these difficulties and make it your own. I want you to find your own special version of this special song, because you were drawn to this song because it touched you emotionally. And if you can find that place where you can touch other people with your emotional feeling for this song, the world's a better place. So let me say first, this was written in the key of G. The original recording is in the key of G. And the first pitfall is, if you think, okay, well, look, here's the chords. It's going to be G major and A minor 7, which sounds like a difficult chord until you look it up and it says, oh, just play all the open strings. And you go, oh, sensational! I'm there. And then you go, oh, but B minor 7, that's got to be really hard too. And then the chord chart says, well, the only way to play it is to play it by barring with your index finger every single string on the second fret like that, and play that. And then you go, well, that's a win too, because if there's anything, there's nothing easier than that, but that's not that much more difficult than just open strings. So you think you got it in the bag, you play G, beep, boop, bum, ba, 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 ba. And maybe that's okay for you, but I mean, I'm trying to copy kind of that high staccato guitar part in the recording. That's the one that goes ding gong gong, 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 ding gong gong. You know the one. And when I try to do I don't like the way these open strings ring too long. The A minor 7, God bless its furry little heart, as awesome as that is, there's no control over how long that chord sustains. So there's kind of like a totally different feel from playing that to this one, which I can actually make as short as I want by sounding it, by pressing my finger against the fingerboard, and then when I release it, it damps the sound instantly. So I can get a rhythm out of this thing, but I can't control the rhythm out of this thing. You see what I'm saying? So the first pitfall I want to overcome is the open chords. So you have to dig a little deeper and you have to find a closed form of G major, which is this. It's really an open F pushed up past F sharp and made a G major here. See? If that's open F, putting it a half step higher makes it an F sharp, and putting it a half step higher than that makes it a G major. So that's a closed form of G. It's this chord just played with everything covered, so I can go same as that B minor 7. I also need to find a closed form of A minor 7, and that is this. That's the closest thing by. It uses the same bar that I have already for my closed form of G, but what I'm going to do is on these two strings here, the E string and the A string respectively, I'm going to form this little half bar by flattening the end of my middle finger down and fretting both those two at once. And then with my ring finger, I'm going to fret this note on the C string, which is actually an E note. It's actually at the 4th fret, but relative to the bar, it's just skip one and it's the next one up from the bar. Okay? So that forms an A minor 7 chord. And then to get my B minor 7, all I have to do is shove the whole mess up 1, 2 frets. Because B minor 7 is a whole step above A minor 7. So this is A minor 7, that's B flat minor 7. I don't need that, but I need B minor 7. And I can go from G to A minor 7 to B minor 7 and back down to A minor 7 and G. So now my song, my chords, all closed this time, sound like this. Now I'm closer to success. I have somewhat successfully copied that high guitar, staccato guitar part. But this is a layered recording, right? There are all these other polyrhythms going on. There's drums, there's this cool keyboard part. And this is not going to fulfill your desires for this song. I don't think. It doesn't mind. So now's the point in every tutorial video they'll say, what's the strumming pattern? Give me the strumming pattern. Okay, here is the strumming pattern. The strumming pattern will be, just keep this thing going steady. And when you want something to sound, squeeze the chord. And when you don't want it to sound, relax your hand. So it almost has a kind of a delay effect. Something like that. And then that will free you up to find your own strumming pattern, okay? So it could be like, home is where I want to be. Pick me up and turn me around. I will numb, born with a weak heart. I guess I must be having fun. The less we say about it, the better. Make it up as we go along. Feet on the ground, head in the sky. It's okay, I know nothing's wrong. Nothing's, oh, we just hit the brick wall, right? When David Byrne jumps to the higher register, oh, I got plenty of time. That's kind of hard. That is hard to sing. Not for the girls, some of them, but for a lot of the fellows, that's difficult. And then remember, at the end, he's even going to do that falsetto. That's going to be a tough nut to crack too. So we hit another pitfall. We hit a place where the original key, this is the original key, ladies and gentlemen, G, playing this simple chord progression, and we find that a lot of us will find this too hard to sing. Okay, what's the first dodge you can do? You can try to put it an octave lower, but then you're going to sound like Paul Robeson singing, home is where I want to be, pick me up and turn me round. I come home, she lifted up her wing, I get that this must be the place. Oh my gosh. So it's just, yeah, come on. If you can sing it there, that could be cool. But I can't do that. So you're kind of stuck. We're going to have to talk about changing keys. We're going to change the key of this song to find the key that you can sing it in comfortably with the emotional content that you know is there, that you were attracted to at the very beginning. That's why you want to learn this song. And I want to help you find the key that will help you sing this. And it may not be the original key, right? If you can sing it in G, you're done. Okay, great. Have a good day. Enjoy. Make the world a better place. But for those of us, which is going to be most of us, we're going to have to change keys. And that's the subject of part 2. So stay tuned, right? See ya.